przyjaciele, hi friends, welcome to Polish Mama Cooks. Today I would like to introduce you to a very good friend of mine that I only met a few years ago, but our connection was instant. He absolutely understands what I need, my time frame, and we met first time when we were making a beautiful, beautiful chili. Since then we've made so many dishes together that I can't even count, but we made some porridge, soups, and we also made some beautiful bigos. So today, with his help, I'm gonna show you how to do bigos, in English called hunter stew. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to an amazing machine that I love, and it's a slow cooker, also called crock pot. I love that machine and I think it makes my life so much easier, especially when it comes to making bigos. So let me show you how I make my bigos. The reason why I use crock pot instead of the regular way of cooking in a big pot on the stove is that it saves me time. I don't have to go and mix it every hour, every half an hour. I just put all the ingredients together and it does the job for me. Because it's a traditional Polish meal that is based on sauerkraut that I remember my mom made because we had a lot of leftovers and she would just put it together. However, with time I feel like bigos evolved into a completely new meal, and it's not only for using for leftovers, but for actually amazing ingredients. It is pretty heavy, but it's also very comforting and delicious. So I have already here about 2 pounds of sauerkraut in my crock pot. And what I'm gonna add to it is some fried onion that I fried before, some fried bacon, and some Polish sausage. This one is myśliwska kiełbasa, which is basically hunter's kiełbasa sausage. I'm also gonna use, for some texture, some fresh cabbage, and I'm gonna use some plums. So dry plums in Poland have a smoky flavor, very strong, that I think a lot of people like. I'm not the biggest fan of that smoky flavor, so here I just got regular dry plums. They still smell very good. They actually smell a bit like Christmas. And I also gonna use a bit of dry mushrooms that I've been soaking in water overnight, and I'm gonna use also the water that is inside for more flavor. So first, to my sauerkraut, I add my fresh cabbage. The main part besides sauerkraut is my pork ribs. I cut them in smaller pieces and I'm gonna sear them. While they are searing, I am gonna add 1 fried onion, about 8 ounces of bacon, and 1 big sausage. I'm gonna add my seared ribs. I'm gonna also mix it a bit right now, so to make sure that everything goes well together. And on top of that, I'm gonna take my mushrooms and just pour that in. After I soaked the mushrooms for about 8 hours, I also cooked them for about 20 minutes so they get a bit soft. And because we need spices, I'm gonna add a pinch of salt, and I have here some bay leaves, some allspice, marjoram, pepper, and some garlic, and I'm gonna put that mixture all over. Hunter stew also needs liquid, so you already have stock from the mushrooms. And here, instead of water, I'm adding half a cup of chicken stock and about half a cup of red wine. A big tablespoon of tomato paste. And what I'm gonna do next is close that and set it for 8 hours on slow cooking. So here is my ready bigos. It's another day because I started a bit later, so I left it overnight. So it doesn't matter, it's been cooking for 8 hours and then it was just warming in a crock pot until I woke up. Even if I would do that in a normal pot, I still would let it cool down without a fridge, just on the stove. So 2 things that I want to tell you about Bigos is that A, the longer it cooks and the longer the flavor stays together, the better it is. And it doesn't lose flavor while being reheated. It actually gains more flavor. So that's amazing. And second thing, if you make a lot of it, don't worry about it because you can always put it in a container and then freeze it and have it ready wherever you need. So I'm gonna try it. As you can see, the meat came right off the bone. It's beautiful. And I'm gonna take some cabbage. That is absolutely delicious. I love the sourness of the sauerkraut and then the 2 different meats, the kielbasa and the ribs, playing together with the mushrooms that you can still feel. The cabbage still has tenderness to it. It's not soft, it's not mushy, so it's perfect. So I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Remember that if you do not have a crock pot or a slow cooker, you can do everything in a normal pot. Just remember you have to mix it from time to time so it doesn't burn. Thank you for being with me today. Remember to give me big thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel for more Polish and sometimes not so Polish recipes. See you next time. Smacznego, bye bye.